Hello, my name is Ari Isaac, and I wanted to show you our new GIS system and the Port of San Diego, at the Port of San Diego, and we have, okay, there we go. Alright, we've got limited space here, so I get to play with this, but when it's in full screen you can't see it. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to focus on is the image. This is basically, we have, if you look at your contents, you have, this is the atlas, and that's an image coming from ESRI. This imagery is coming from ESRI, and this is an atlas that's coming from the 5th floor. So basically, if you zoom out, you get the larger scale, which would correlate to the first few pages in the map book, and then as you zoom in, as you pass a certain scale, which is 1 to 4800, but I'm not sure that you really care so much about that, you end up getting the zoomed in data. So that way you know, as you're zooming, this data wouldn't be real useful if you're zoomed out, and if you're zoomed in, the other data wouldn't be real useful. So that way you have access to this this information. So you can just turn it off like that, and then you're just looking at the aerial, or you can just turn on this and turn off the aerial, and then you're just looking at this. I like both of them, so that way you know they're both there and what's going on. You can tell this is a parking lot. Maybe you couldn't tell if this was a parking lot if you were looking at just the atlas. But the next thing I'd like to talk about is the imagery. You can do these different cool, tricky looking things. This swipe thing, if you select it, you go like this. You can swipe back if you quickly want to see something. Oh yeah, that is a parking lot. Okay. And then also there's this transparency thing that allows you to, ooh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, you can, that's hours and hours of fun. I'm sure you're all very excited about that. The next thing I want to do is, this is a very Google Earth kind of thing. This is a tilt. So, and then you can reset the tilt by doing that. This is zoom in and out. It's the same thing on the scroll bar. If you have a scroll wheel in the center, you can scroll in and out using your scroll wheel too. And then this thing is a rotation, so you can get nice and sick doing that. What's really going to get you sick is if you integrate this situation with this situation. Then you can really get nauseous, which is great. But the north arrow will adjust, and you can press these buttons down here. This is reset north. This is zoomed to the full extent, which would be the whole world. So we could do that real quick. I'm probably, on next releases, we might block out the rest of the world, because what it does is it saves the image on your computer. That's why it moves so fast. But we're going to obviously get back to San Diego. So let's do this. This comes with these different tools, and we got to imagine that this goes all the way up. I'm going to lower this contents thing because we've already talked about it. Basically, what happens here is, well, I want to see this whole thing. Okay, so if you click these buttons, basically you choose a task, and then the interface for the task shows up here, and then whatever the results are end up in this results section, or this results section. So let's find address 3165 Pacific Highway, and it's pretty smart, so you don't need to get too smart. And then it looked for it, and it found it, and it put the result, and then it zoomed right to the result. So, and obviously we all know this blue dot is 3165 Pacific Highway, and you can click on it for some other information. There's also these other tools. What's the address here? They're pretty. What's the address in the annex? 3090 Pacific Highway. I bet you all didn't know that. And you can even get driving directions, and you can do it different ways, from typing in, or putting 2 points. Like let's say let's make this let's make this more interesting. Let's just do one. If you create a line, then you get more options. Let's go from somewhere out on Coronado to somewhere out here. So it figures out the two addresses, and that's just show my rule options, and then you say get directions, and then the directions, it says finding routes, and basically what it does is it creates this line. That's your route. And what's cool about this is you can flash this piece of information. You can do all kinds of cool things, create a pop-up. You can email this, but that will actually not email this line. In the future it will, but right now it doesn't. You can do this fly along, which is really cool. So let's just do that once, and then it's the speed that you want to move, and you can set your current position to be somewhere along this thing. But let's just start at the beginning, and then we can fly along the point, then we can speed it up, and now we're going over the Coronado Bridge, and north is adjusting and everything. So that's pretty cool. I think that's cool. Anyway, that's the big highlight for the for this show. I hope you enjoy these shows. My name again is R.A. Isaac. I'm a GIS analyst at the Port of San Diego. My phone number is 619-400-4778. My extension is 4778, and my email is aisaak@portofsandiego.org. And please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns about this. I'm really excited about the GIS program, and I'm hoping that everybody else is too. And I hope that these videos play a little role in getting people psyched and excited about mapping and the role it can play at the Port of San Diego. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.